Okay, thanks TikTok fiends, see you later. Oh, hey, what's going on? I just got off doing one of my infamous TikTok lives. The #1 question I get on all my social media accounts is, how do you find private lenders? How do you find people to give you their money so you can go buy property using their money? We're gonna talk about that in this video. I have created an over $10 million rental portfolio, all without using any of my own money. We talk about this a ton on this channel. So I'm gonna talk about how you do that, how you find the other person to fund your deal, because you can't buy real estate for free. You have to use somebody's money. It just doesn't have to be yours. And the #1 person you should be using and trying to find and cultivating is a private money lender. Finding one good private money lender can literally change your life. Our main private money lender that gave us our first loan on our very first rental property, he's probably given us over $10 million worth of loans over the past 6 years in and out. We have taken that initial $100,000 and used that same money 40 different times, and he's made a ton of money on us as well, and we've been able to really accelerate our rental portfolio growth because we don't have to put 20% down on every single rental property we buy. So let's get into who are private money lenders, and then I'm gonna tell you the top 4 things that you can tell these private money lenders to make them feel secure in doing a loan with you, to make them feel like they are going to get their money back plus interest. I'm going to give you some things you can tell them to make it easy for you to raise private funds. Like I said earlier, the #1 pushback I get when I explain our method as what we've done is I don't have rich friends and I don't have people that will give me money. So I said earlier, it's easy to find a private money lender, and it is, but it just might take time. You might not know somebody in your current sphere of friends or people that has extra money to spend on real estate to help you grow your real estate portfolio and have a safe return on their part. That just means you have to find new people. Go out there and meet new people, find new friends. Yeah, look under every single rock and turn over every stone to see if you can find people. It may be your grandma's neighbor. It may be your uncle's boss. It may be your parents. It may be your parents' friend. It may be your friend's parents. It can be a lot of different people, but first thing you need to do is tell people that you're looking for private funds to invest in real estate. Now I'm going to go over the things you can tell the private lender when you meet them to assure their return and make them feel secure in giving you their money and that they're going to get it back plus interest. But let's talk about what private lending can do for your real estate career. Whether you're fixing and flipping houses and selling them on the market, or if you're doing the BRRRR strategy and buying rental properties and fixing them up, renting them, refinancing, and repeating that strategy, either way, your life is a ton easier being able to use other people's money to be able to use private lending funds to purchase and fix up a property. What you do after that, whether you rent it or sell it, doesn't matter to the private money lender. As long as they are giving you the loan and they're getting their interest back, they're happy. Imagine being able to offer on any single property that you see that makes sense, say cash, not contingent upon financing. That's what a private lender can do for you. It can give you power. It can give you a big old stick to bring to every negotiating party. If you say you don't have to have your offer contingent upon financing because you know your private lender has a set amount of money that you can use on the deal, and as long as the deal makes sense, they'll give you the money. So that is a great place to be. That has greatly accelerated our rental portfolio as well as our house buying company. We buy almost 200 houses a year, and we use private lenders for that. We use hard money lenders and bank funding. We're not going to talk about those second two in this video. This video just is about private money lenders because they're the best. So once you find this private lender and once you have a meeting with them where you're going to sell yourself and your business, there's a couple things you need to do, and then let's talk about the 4 things you can really drive it home and guarantee that they give you the investment and work with you. The first thing you need to do though is you need to be professional. You need to create some type of business plan. It can be a 10-page business plan or a 1-page business plan. You just need to create some type of plan that shows that you are serious about what you're doing, you know what you're doing, and you have some plan that you're going to go after. They want to see that you have systems and processes. If you're having a meeting with this private lender, whether it be a lunch, a phone call, a Zoom meeting, dinner, drinks, whatever it is, This person is probably pretty affluent and has some extra money to spend, so you don't want to go in there and half-ass it. You want to impress them and show them that you are serious and that you have a plan. So go with the professional attitude. I don't care if it's your parents. Go with professional attitude and a business plan. And it doesn't have to be the greatest, most mind-boggling plan ever. It just needs to be a plan that is written down and that makes sense to show them that you are serious about this and you have a direction you want to take this company. And because it's a company, when you start buying rental properties, you want a company. You want to take this company and you want to take your future, and you'd love to have them along for the ride. So you may be wondering, what are typical terms that you can offer a private money lender? I would say it ranges depending on your relationship and the private money lender's expectations, but in general, it's 8 to 12% return on their entire investment. More than likely, they will loan you the entire purchase price plus the rehab. So they will fund the entire deal for you, whether you're fixing and flipping it or fixing and holding as a rental. They will fund the entire deal for you if you have built the right relationship. And in return, usually they get 8 to 12% annualized. Normally on private money lenders, you don't have to pay them a monthly interest or monthly anything. You can usually just pay them at the end when you sell the property or refinance the property. But their terms are usually 8 to 12%. Probably when you're starting off, it'll be closer to that 12%, but as you develop that relationship with them and prove to them that you're giving them great returns, you more than likely you'll be able to negotiate that down a little bit. That's what we've done, and that's what most of the other real estate investors who use private money lenders have done. So starting out that 12% is not the end of the world. Just take that as a part of your rehab budget. Take that as a part of your deal. Understand that's just part of doing the deal. Because you're using somebody else's money, you're going to have to handsomely pay them for it. A 12% return. For a quick example, if you have a $100,000 loan with a private lender and you give them a 12% return, that's basically $1,000 a month. Simple math, because I'm not good at math. I'm not going to go into that right now. But if you have the property for 4 months, if you either rehabbed it and sold it or rehabbed and kept it as a rental, they'll get $4,000. So a percent a month, you had it for 4 months. So if you think about that, they gave you $100,000 and you gave them back $104,000 after 4 months. That's pretty good on their part, because they're earning 12% annualized, which they understand that's not guaranteed in the stock market, that's not guaranteed in their 401k, their IRA is probably not doing that, their bank account's definitely not doing that. So this is a great way for them to diversify and invest in you and the asset that's backed by these 4 things that I'm about to tell you that will drive the deal home for you and prove to them that you know what you're talking about, that you're serious about it, and that their money's safe with you. When you have this meeting with this private lender and you're proving to them that you are worth the investment and that real estate is worth the investment, here's some things you can tell them to make them feel super secure in the loan, make them know you're serious about doing the deal, and make them understand that they have a ton of security in this investment. Them investing in you and investing in real estate is about the damn safest thing that they can invest in, besides maybe their savings account. That's not an investment, that's just a way that they pay you less than inflation, so you really lose money if it just sits in a savings account. So, as the chair breaks, let's go into the first one. The first one is you're going to personally guarantee the investment. This is outside of your LLC. I would suggest purchasing properties in an LLC to protect yourself and protect you legally from what happens after you sell the property or after you own the property as a rental. But as far as this initial purchase goes, personally guaranteeing the investment plus interest to the private lender gives them a ton of security. The stock market doesn't personally guarantee anything. Nothing that they do personally guarantees, or more than likely nothing that they do has a personal guarantee with it. So you are personally guaranteeing, you're putting yourself and your personal assets on the line for this investment. If you're not willing to do that, I don't know that real estate investing is the thing for you, because I have a lot of properties and do a lot of hard money, private money loans, loan money out to other people, and I still personally guarantee every single loan that we put out and that we take out, because that's just part of the game and it gives a bunch of security to the person that's lending me the money. So personally guarantee the investment plus interest to them outside of your LLC. You're personally putting yourself on the line. It shows that you have skin in the game and that you're serious about it and that they're gonna get their money. We've lost money on deals before, but we've never not paid a private money lender, because that is extremely important to keep that relationship strong, so they keep investing in you. The second one is a promissory note. This is basically your LLC and you promising to pay them back plus interest. It lays out the terms of the loan. It lays out all the interest that they're going to collect and when they're going to collect it. It also puts some legalities out there as well as to when they can when and if they can bring the hammer down and ask for their investment back, or what court system that you guys would go through if there was a legal issue. So the first one, the personal guarantee, kind of personally puts yourself on the line. The second one is you're putting your LLC on the line and you're laying out the terms with a promissory note. So you give them those two things. They are so secure in this investment, but you're not done there. The third thing they're going to tell them is you're going to have them as an additional insured on the property. So if there's a fire, they're additionally insured. So if there's a fire, it's a total loss, and the insurance company writes you a check for the loss after they do their claims and everything. Your name and their name will be on the check, so you can give them the check because it's their money, and it just shows that they have ownership of that money and that they are one that's going to be paid if there's an issue with the house, if something happens. The fourth is you're going to allow them to put a lien on the property. More than likely it will be some type of lending or mortgage lien on the property that they are going to be able to then foreclose on, because you're allowing them to put a lien on the property if you don't pay them, or if you get hit by a bus, then they are going to be the one that's going to be able to exercise that lien and take over the property. If you give them all four of these things, I'm sure there's some way that it could be screwed up and not pay them back, but the chances are extremely small that they're not going to get their money back, because you're putting your neck on the line, you're showing them that you are serious about this deal, and they are morally, ethically, and legally protected in their investment because you're putting all this out to them. So if you have this meeting with this private lender, this is a huge opportunity for you to grow your personal and financial net worth, because a private lender can change your investing career, can change the trajectory of your life. So if you have this meeting, it might take you several meetings, it might take you 6 months, it might take you 2 years, but never give up trying to find a private money lender. Finding a proper private money lender can and will change your life, especially if you follow all the steps and rules we give you in this YouTube channel. We give a bunch of great content like this all the time. All that we ask is you to subscribe to this channel, smoke that like button, and also comment. Put comments in this, put comments on all our videos that you watch, put comments on this video. I'll gladly answer any question you have, or you can just comment which color shirt looks best on me, or what your favorite day of the week is. I don't really care, just put some type of comment in there. I'd really appreciate it. And also check out this video above, where we go into a ton of detail about how to buy your first rental property. It's a long video, but it's worth your time. We go everything from A to Z on how to buy your first rental property using other people's money, and this video about private money lending is a huge part of that other people's money section. But we go into a ton of detail in there. Watch that video, it could change your real estate investing life. Catch you on the next one.